shocking report sent ripples across Yale's campus and the world. A YDN article later covered by the New York Times exposed something we've all been wondering about. How hard do Ivy League students actually work? Not too hard, apparently. Almost 80% of students have A's, and humanities students get more A's than STEM students. We at Yale Daily Record decided to dive in deeper and find out how smart Yale students really are. What we found out is shocking, so go check out my article in our latest issue for how certain students spend their time at Yale partying and getting A's through the side door. The big question we have to all ask now is, has Yale failed its prestigious reputation? Based on his interview with the YDN, Dean Lewis seems to have lost confidence, is all I'm going to say.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight we bring you a surprising revelation from the esteemed halls of Yale University. Although celebrated for its diverse and inclusive ethos, Yale seems to have overlooked two critical sports in its array: horse and yacht racing. This omission has raised eyebrows across the predominantly white private school community, sparking calls for immediate action to maintain Yale's DEI reputation. While sports like basketball and soccer see high participation from public school students, the absence of horse and yacht racing teams means a lack of representation from private school backgrounds. In an interview with the Yale Daily Record, Professor Sterling Silva III expressed his dismay. When we talk about diversity in sports at Ivy Leagues, we focus on common folks games. But what about genteel sports like horse racing and yachting? He remarked. Dean Rick Astley, while vocal about Yale's commitment to diversity, remains silent on the exclusion of horse and yacht racing. Yet incorporating these country club sports could be financially beneficial for Yale, potentially attracting full tuition-paying students and generous donors, aiding Yale's lagging $40 billion endowment. The question remains, will Yale take steps to include these overlooked sports in its athletic repertoire? Only time will tell. For now, this is Ethan reporting. Back to you in the studio.
And in other news, a group of Yalees traveled to Dubai to attend the United Nations 28th Annual Conference of the Parties. In the weeks preceding the event, this group of elite faculty members and students could be seen on campus wearing matching Flop 28 t-shirts. As part of the Yale Daily Record's investigative team, I met with one of these students who agreed to speak to me under the cover of anonymity since his oil parents would kill him if they knew he was pro-environment. This student revealed to me that Yale's mission at the conference was to disrupt the status quo with a set of dank memes and provide the Gen Z perspective to the oil and gas industry. For a closer look at what these Yalees presented at COP28, be sure to check out the accompanying Yale Daily Record report.
The Yale Daily Record has recently acquired a breaking news from Yale College Counsel, where there was an embezzlement case filed against Ethan Chu from Yale College 2026. Ethan Chu, as the internal business director of Yale College Counsel, has allegedly embezzled $100,000 that was originally in Yale College Counsel's anticipated budget for 2023 to 24. This is gross suspicion, especially given Ethan's recent acquisition of a brand new Lamborghini parked right outside of Grace Hopper College. Given that the majority of the College Counsel's fund comes directly from Yale students' tuition, this sparked outrage across campus, and students have initiated an online movement called All I Want for Christmas is Chu. Ethan Chu originally refused to answer any questions from the record, but his new response has not been satisfactory. Follow Daily Record for updates on this case, as we need justice for Yale students.
Brian Zhang, reporting live from Davenport's dining hall.
This year's Davenport Formal was canceled abruptly after alleged displays of physical intimacy between a first-year student and their first-year counselor. The first-year counselor program at Yale, a hallmark of the university's residential college system, operates on an honor code, a foundation of self-reporting. For instance, one of the more well-known rules is that a first-year counselor, colloquially known as a FROCO, who sees a first-year drinking at a party must ask them to leave the party immediately. Of course, since counselors themselves are college students and only a few years older than the first years they oversee, the lines between policing inappropriate behavior and letting college students be college students are blurred. Phrases such as the nice FROCO and the anal FROCO have been popularized among the student body. Unsurprisingly, most of the violations reported on and covered in recent years have been community policed, resulting in a program that is historically dictated by administration but is now largely subject to public norms and molding.
Francisca Ajay is reporting live from the Davenport Dining Hall.
My students entered the Commons Dining Hall to grab lunch today. they had no calculated the odds of a mid-meal evacuation. Yet at approximately 1:20 p.m., students, some even getting up, biting their maybe last muscles, leave as smells of gas filled the commons. An easy space in the Schwarzman Center. In the middle of his basmati rice and pork, someone screamed and said, "It smells like something is burning." Oman 99 told the news. Then everyone, including the chefs, started running out of the halls helter-skelter. While students frantically packed their food and evacuated the building due to concern that the smell resulted from a gas leak, the Yale Fire Marshal's office later told the news that there was no leak in the building and hungry folks would return safely to resume their tours. One of the managers of the fire code complaints at the fire marshal's office said his office responded to an auto complaint which ultimately ended up stemming from a landscape contractor, Mike's Landscape, using gasoline-powered lawn equipment in the immediate vicinity of the building's fresh air intake system. So, the fire outbreak was false, and then there was no gasoline. Thank you. Reporting for Yale Daily.
Breaking news: students' musical journey with kazoo legend Y. Huang. In an unexpected twist of fate, a student named Alex found their life hilariously intertwined with kazoo virtuoso Y. Huang. On November 7, 2023, at New York's Capitol Theater, a diverse crowd, including Alex, experienced a surreal performance of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony by a kazoo ensemble, led by 82-year-old Y. Huang. Alex's fascination with Huang began in childhood, evolving from a quirky interest in Beatles to a profound appreciation for Huang's unique kazoo artistry. Huang, known for his unconventional approach, had once won a Nobel Prize for the kazoo and its existential meaning, challenging traditional literary norms. By 2023, Alex was deeply engrossed by studying Huang's work at Yale, reflecting Gen Z's admiration for his musical philosophy. The unforgettable night ended with Huang's kazoo rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody, leaving Alex a lifelong cherishable memory of the kazoo legend.
Hi, my name is Yuna Kim, and today we will be covering the topic of break-ins, burglaries, and an unsafe environment surrounding Yale University's campus. Recently, an increased number of emails have been sent out to students regarding campus safety and police efforts to mitigate these occurrences. However, as time goes on, these events seem to occur more frequently, evident in the recent burglaries at Saybrook and Branford College. Life-threatening burglaries of top-of-the-market bicycles resulted in the cancellation of Yale's annual, since 1834, speed biking competition. More significantly, at Polly Murray, an adult man was found lurking in the suite halls, led in by Yale students who were threatened by an X-Shot Insanity Mad Barrel Nerf gun. This Nerf gun, with its insane speed and power, is not something to play around with. It can damage lives. The controversy over Yale's campus safety is increasing today, and our question is, until what point will these flooding emails diminish and Yale students have a more comfortable lifestyle and Yale a better reputation?